Hey everyone, welcome to the How to Die Alone podcast. I'm one of your hosts, David Wayne. To my right, as always, your left, the lovely Amanda, the Amasian, the intern. She's actually got a brick wall behind her because she is at uh, Matt's house down there in Orlando. Maddie Williams, yeah,
Woo! And
yeah.
that, yeah.
Comedies, power thruple. Because Matt is fat and he takes up two people. And
Oh, I thought it was the
okay,
three of us.
A frupple?
a thruple.
Just a frupple of friends.
A frupple because we're frumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucked up and grumpy.
Yeah, that's 100% true for sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, so
Today's already been a day.
it's already been a
Because
day.
yeah, because we tried to go to two different breakfast spots. Oh, so we went to Denny's and the griddle was broken. I didn't know that could happen. It was already like a super sketchy Denny's, but we walked it. So
Wait a minute.
every place that we walked into, they ignored us for 10 minutes and then they told us why they couldn't seat us.
Yeah.
You went to a Denny's and the griddle was broken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first place we went to was like a nice place that I'd been wanting to go to. And we walked in, got ignored. They were standing right in front of us, ignored us for a solid 5 minutes. And they were like, by the way, it's an hour wait. And we're like, all right, cool.
Is
And
that
we
like a
tried to go
brunch
to
place?
it was, I mean, not necessarily, it's not advertised as a brunch place, but
Okay.
there was so much seating available. That's why I didn't understand why it was an hour wait.
Yeah.
And then we found this sketch ass Denny's, and I was like, oh, for sure this will be fine. There's like two people in here, ignored for 5 minutes. And the lady was like, our griddle's down. I'm like, cool.
And one of the cooks was like scream singing, like
right.
something in the back, because he was just like, "You ain't never seen a hairline like mine," or something
What?
like that. It was just like ominous and weird.
It was
Like
country.
like we should have been on Route 66, like at 11 at
Dude,
night
it
with
sounds like you're
just
starting
all
of
locals.
yeah, it sounds like a start of a horror movie.
I know that's what it
That's
was
what it
starting
felt
to
like.
get
You go in there, the griddle's broken. They're like, yeah,
to.
our griddle's down, but you guys are welcome to hang out. You're like, what the fuck is happening
Yeah,
here? Some
we're about to
guys are
bring
gonna
out the gimp.
yeah, the guy in the back pulls out a banjo, and you're like, oh no, I've seen this movie.
Yeah, doors
Get the
Yeah.
locked.
fuck out of here. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was.
Fucking dude, that's like I don't know, like McDonald's, like their ice cream machine's always down, but you don't go that, you know what I mean? Like that's just a side thing or whatever. But your
Yeah,
Right.
griddle at Denny's, that's your main like device to cook with.
Yeah.
right. And I don't know how many griddles they have. Is it just like a one griddle industry, or is it a multiple griddle industry? Did it
Yeah.
just come to a screeching halt after that, where it's just
But
like,
there were people eating.
Maybe
yeah,
they
but
got
maybe it
non-griddled
just broke.
items.
Yeah.
You see like
But she didn't
mozzarella
offer
sticks
that
and
to
french
us.
fries and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he
What
started
y'all
air frying stuff.
yeah.
How
Well
did she
now,
know that we were going to order griddled items?
what y'all's fucking like vibe, man? Like you guys going to places, people are like, I don't know. As soon as you
Yeah.
walk in, they're like, nope. And you're like, what the fuck? Like I didn't even say
Dude,
anything.
I'm wearing like my brand new Pizza Planet shirt, like from Toy Story. Like, how ominous can I look?
I don't know. Man has got that hat on. It's kind of
I
throwing it
didn't
off.
have the hat on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you
Well,
should have had a hat on.
well, we,
Apparently.
yeah. Well, well, Amanda's shirt's wrinkly, so.
Well, it could just be like
It's not
y'all are
anymore.
you guys are too happy. They're just like these people are way too happy to be here. Just leave.
Yeah.
Griddle's
We
So,
down.
did have masks on, which I feel like that probably had something to do with it.
Oh yeah, it was the old people you're dealing with. Some guy singing about his hairline. He's got to be pretty old.
The Denny's, yeah.
But the other
The
place
first
sounds
place,
like
you know.
fancy. Like we got the broken egg place, and then we went to, and then there's like there's a place near us called First Watch,
hmm
and we want to
Mhm.
go there, but we were supposed to go to brunch today, but we didn't.
Okay.
First watch is really good.
That's what I heard. But the one by our house was like packed last time we went, so I was like, well, we'll fucking go somewhere else, and we just didn't go to like IHOP like you guys did.
Yeah. I know. I was like, how could, like, this is a staple. It's like going to a Waffle House. It's like it's always open. It's you know what you're gonna get, and we still got denied it. Like it was real, like it. It was a little unnerving. I was like, something's about to happen.
Yeah, Denny's. Yeah, but you went to IHOP though, right?
We went to
We
that's
ended
where
up at IHOP, yeah.
yeah, but it's super sad. Like they don't have all the syrups anymore. They just have like regular syrup, but you don't have the strawberry or the blueberry or
Everywhere,
blackberry.
dude. Everywhere is slacking. Like all like fast food restaurants now, they close early. Like they'll
Yeah.
close like on the weekend, or they'll only open until like midnight. I'm like, what are you doing? It's fucking Saturday. Like, why are you? They're like, well, we need people to work and all this stuff, and it's just a bunch of fucking baloney, dude.
I
I don't
was
know.
just
I'm back
complaining
and
about
forth.
that yesterday.
I'm back and forth about it because some people say that like, oh, no one wants to work, and I believe that. But then I also heard that conspiracy theory, people are trying to get jobs, but companies aren't hiring them because they don't want to fucking pay them like an actual decent wage.
Hmm.
So they're waiting. So they're creating this narrative that no one wants to work. We're trying, and it's like, no, you're just not hiring people because you don't want to fucking pay them what you should have been paying them years ago. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they're like they're like trying to make an omelet out of an egg. That's not the expression. But, trying to make a coal
to
out
make
of
an omelet,
diamonds.
you have to crush a few eggs under the boot of capitalism.
Yeah. Well, I saw like a bunch of Twitter posts where people were like, I've applied at numerous
That's
jobs,
exactly how you make an omelet.
followed up, and they won't hire me.
That's so funny.
Expression. You
Okay.
gotta they're
So
they're not
my-
wanting to pay the Peter. I don't
Pay
fucking know.
the Peter.
Pay the Peter to pipe him.
Pipe it, Peter.
I don't want to fight Peter.
That's illegal.
That should be the guy that hunts you down to make you get a job as piping Peter.
Just shows up, is always smoking a pipe. You'd be standing somewhere, and you're like, the power goes out, and all of a sudden you just smell the pipe tobacco. You're like, God damn it, Piping Peter's here. He's on to us, dude.
Oh,
You can just hear like,
Yeah.
so you don't want to work for $7.95, huh?
He's like packing the chaw and the thing. He's like,
Heard you didn't want to be a telemarketer.
yeah.
Well, I was thinking, yeah, go ahead.
If they didn't want to pay them that way, like McDonald's and like all these places are advertising that they're hiring for like $17 an hour. And
Yeah.
so if they didn't want to pay that, then why would they advertise it,
Because they don't
That's
have to
my-
hire them. So people like us go in there and see it, and they're like, oh shit, like they're trying to hire, and it's just they're not hiring them. That's what like I
Yeah.
said on Twitter, a lot of people are like, I've applied at multiple places that are, I'm qualified for or whatever. And it's just like they won't, I call them back and like follow up, but they won't hire them.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I've
they're
only
just-
seen a
so
few
they're
cases
saying, like-
of that, but
maybe
So you're
those are
saying that
just
they're going
shitty
like,
people.
we're trying to hire all of these people, but nobody's applying.
Exactly.
We're offering all of this money, but so when you walk in and go, I'd like that job, they're like, no.
yeah, they're like,
I mean, that's happened to me before when I wanted like a part-time job, like just to stay busy. I wanted to like work retail on the weekends. And they're like,
Ugh.
why are you applying for this job? You're overqualified. And I'm like, but am I? Like, I just want to put things in a bag and like collect people's money.
yeah, I don't know why people sometimes will say that you're so overqualified.
Yeah.
It's like, well, then okay, hire me.
Then great. Yeah. Pay me whatever you want. I'm bored.
It's like you should see this as a deal.
Right. I don't understand it.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just two different narratives. You know what I mean? That's how it always is. There's always the inverse. So you hear both sides and you're just like, I don't know who to believe. So,
Yeah.
but I can believe both. Like people who the fuck wants to work? You know what I mean? Especially after
Yeah.
like sitting at home and like collecting unemployment and all this stuff. And then the government's giving you, money, 600 here, 1,200, 1,400, whatever, and all that. You know what I mean? No, I'm just
Yeah.
saying, well, I mean,
I'm just kidding.
Maddie's going to school and he owes a shit ton of money.
Yeah, it's like someone's like, I'm broke. I'm like, I'd love to be broke.
Yeah, I'd love to have zero debt. Yeah.
It was like, I think Louis C.K. He was like, I would love to have zero money. I was like, how do I have less than no money? You know, like it's just not
Exactly.
such an odd concept. Is that like I have to make like all like close to 100 grand to have zero money,
Yeah.
and then after this, yeah, after I'm done, it'll probably be more than that.
You think it's
I
gonna be over
remember when
100?
I think so. I think it's gonna be close to that.
I
Because I mean,
remember when
like,
my
yeah,
dad tried to buy his house, and he's like stuck in the 80s. He has a debit card that he doesn't even use, cash for everything, cash for cars. And so we went to go apply for it. He had no credit, which apparently is worse than having bad credit.
Yep.
And so like they wouldn't approve him for a loan because he had no credit whatsoever.
Happened to my
It was
mom. She tried to get a credit card, but she
hilarious.
didn't have a car payment because she owned her car.
Yeah.
And she
yeah,
literally had, they're like, well, you don't have any active credit. And she goes, yeah, because I pay all the shit I'm supposed to. I own my
Yeah.
vehicle and my house or whatever. And they're like, well, we need you to have some active. It's like, well, what the fuck? Like, it's like you want me to already be in the hole before you even give me a chance.
Yep.
That's how they keep you down, dude, on the hamster wheel. Conspiracy
yeah.
theories,
They
dude.
want they want you like shoulder deep already, just like look it up, and they
Yeah.
can just start shoveling more dirt into your face, and they're
Yeah.
like, then why did you take this loan? What the fuck? I didn't
Yeah.
want it.
No,
you told me to do it.
yeah, they put you like
Yes.
shoulder deep in a hole, and then they start offering you shit. Like, you want food and water? It's like, yeah, motherfucker, I had that up there until
Yeah, I
you
was
fucking
like-
made me get down here just so you give it to me now.
Yeah, it's like
And then
a
when you
month ago,
can't
I was
pay it,
standing eye to eye with you like a
Yeah.
man.
and then when you can't
love
pay it,
that.
that's when they're like, well, and they just start shoveling
Yeah,
the
they're
dirt.
like,
Yeah.
you're probably fucking loser. They're like, "Dude, you're the one problem with this society."
Yeah, exactly. Now lick the bottom of my boots because
Yeah,
you're beneath me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
fuck
so
a glass ceiling, dude. That's like a dirt ceiling.
more like the trash ceiling.
Yeah, you're just like white trash ceiling.
Yeah, it's just drywall. So we found out why everything was going sideways today. It turns out it's a no bones day. It's a zero bones day.
No bones about it.
Yeah.
No bones.
I fucking have no idea what you're talking about.
The pug had no bones, so it's gonna be a bad day. We knew it.
The
We-
what? The what?
The pug.
What pug?
There's this pug on TikTok. I can tell that you're not part of that version of TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a pug called Noodle, and he's a 13-year-old pug. And every morning, the owner tries to get him up to do walkies. And if
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't want to go, he just falls over, and it's no bones. It's no bones day. But if he stays sitting up, then it's a bones day, and it's going to be a good day. We've had like 3 bones days in a row. So today, I mean, we're destined to not have a bones day.
So he's like the wood fucking Chuck and
Yep.
Paul Tuckett or whatever the fuck it is. in
Pop
Pennsylvania.
Tucket, Pat, or Pete, or whatever.
No, it's Patux
Puxatawny.
Puxatawny Beaver
Phil.
or whatever.
Phil.
Yeah, Phil.
Puxatawny Beaver.
No. No, that's what that's the mayor's sister. Is Puxatawny Beaver.
Yeah, what was it? Groundhog's Day with Bill Murray. The like Beaver Day with Luke Wilson.
Yeah. Luke Wilson.
I don't know. I was like, who does comedy but isn't Bill Murray?
Ryan
Luke
Reynolds.
Wilson. Yeah, but that could
This is
end up
Beaver.
being a good movie.
Yeah, because he's
Beaver.
attractive. So it's like, of course, he's gonna do Beaver Day instead of
He gets the beaver.
Groundhog Day.
Well, speaking of Beaver Day, on the way home, we heard Cherry Poppin' Daddy, Zoot Suit Riot.
Oh.
And of course, I had to share with Amanda that I love to oops. I love the screen. I love the screen Poop Shoot Riot instead.
Why?
Cylon, stop.
Why would you do that, Maddie?
He loves to ruin songs
I know that, but like, it just
all the time.
first of all, that's like their only song.
That's
You're
it.
taking the one thing that the Cherry Poppin' Daddies have, and you're just ruining it.
My favorite song
I
I
thought
think
I was
that's
making it
ever been
better.
created.
The video was great. They're fucking. It was like the movie
Yeah.
Swingers, dude. Your money, baby. Like they have on
Yeah.
the fucking chains and the oversized suits and the big hat with the feathers in it.
Yeah. And then Amanda called it ska. She's like, "Is this ska?"
That was a joke.
Oh.
And I was like, "Well, I was like, it was like
Now
you
it's-
when somebody cuts you off in traffic." I was like,
Yeah, you did the heavy sigh.
Because when I was dating Scott, anytime a song had a horn in it, I was like, "Oh, this is a good ska song," and it would just make him so mad.
yeah,
And I knew it would set Maddie off.
it instantly triggered me. I like,
Yeah, dude. You don't
I don't
disrespect
like,
you don't disrespect the
yeah.
daddies.
which we were laughing at because when it came out, I was in like 6th, 7th grade.
Yeah, it's
So
like
it
middle
was,
school.
yeah. So it was like what, 97 or something like
96,
that.
97. Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah. So they had the big swing invasion for a little bit. I actually
Yeah.
remember having to learn swing dancing in PE in middle school, and Cherry Poppin' Daddies was one of the like
The fuck
Poop
kind of
Shoot
school
Riot
did you
was
go
one of the
to?
They taught swing dancing in middle school. Oh, you did go to Pensacola, so it was like old
Yeah.
white people.
yeah,
Like this
they're
how
like-
we did it back at the sock hops.
yeah, we all learned how to do the Charleston and the monkey.
Yeah. Do the
Well,
twist, Sam Cooke. They're just out there. They just went to the diner and some lady on rollerblades and a poodle skirt comes, or roller skates and a poodle skirt comes over. How do you want your milkshake? Like the little hair thing.
yeah, exactly. Well, when we were laughing that like Cherry Poppin' Daddies, like I had no idea what that meant because I was in middle school.
Yeah.
Like I was sheltered, especially from anything sexual for a long time. So I was just like, Cherry Poppin' Daddies, what does that even mean? Because I just thought it like
You
them
just thought they like just walked
squeezing
around
cherries.
popping cherries in their mouth all day.
I
Like
thought
fucking-
it was. I thought it was candy.
they're just walking around with like black. Hey, you guys doing? It's like, throwing, like sesame seeds.
yeah.
You're like
It's like-
rednecks, you know, well, baseball player, we use sesame seeds. Well, you know, when you're in the swing scene, baby, when you're hip to it and your money, baby, you pop cherries. Like, I don't
yeah, I was like, maybe they like just step on them and make them explode. And I was just like, I've never seen an exploding cherry. So like, how do you like? I don't know how you pop a cherry. And it
So
was
what,
We're break-
they're
we're
making like
breaking
cherry
daily.
wine. They're just making, oh, that's how cheer wine's made. They use
Oh, yeah.
cherries.
they're
And they
fucking these
squish 'em.
cherries.
They squish them like the grapes. So you just think they're stepping on cherries? That's how cherry soda's made.
Yeah, that's how you pop. That's how you pop them.
That's how they get the grenadine syrup for the, you know, the malt at the malt shop when
Yeah.
you go down there. When you go to the when you go to Eckerd's, you gotta go down
Yeah.
to the drugstore and get you a malt shop at the
Yeah.
at the counter. That'd be 15 cents.
That's a
Oh
soda
my
jerk.
Yeah, the soda fountain. That's what they're called. Soda
Yeah.
fountain.
Well, so then, but then we're just laughing at like how like so whatever I came up with wasn't even as ridiculous as the name what it actually means. That it's just dudes that just take women's virginities, just popping cherries all over the place.
Yeah.
And it
that's
wasn't
why
just one guy; it was a
Yeah.
whole band.
There's a whole band. That's why they're awesome. Like that's why.
There's like a trumpet player, there's a saxophone player, there's a stand-up bassist, there's a drummer, there's a singer, there's like what, maybe a piano player?
Probably.
there's
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 so many
there's
cherries.
6 cherry popping daddies at least.
They're just out there popping cherries, dude, left and right.
Could you imagine them going out on the town
Yeah.
with panties
Yeah.
everywhere?
Right.
That's why they have to wear the oversized suits. They have to store all the panties in them. They put it in the jacket pocket. They got to put it in the outside pocket.
Ladies.
Yeah. They walk in, they just get hit in the face with, instead of like doves flying out, they just get hit in the face with panties. They're like, Jesus, ladies, we just got here. I'm trying to get some seltzer water. Or something. I don't fucking know what they drink. Probably-
seltzer water.
They probably drink like Cuba Libres or something. You know? It's just rum and Coke.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
we're just like, don't leave your cherries around when they're here. Just like if there's a cherry within the the next 10 miles, it's gonna get popped.
Yeah, they just hang out at high school dances and shit.
I
Like,
know,
hey.
I was like, that's so fucking gross. Who let like who,
And
like that's such a I mean it's an epic fucking name, but it's just like the amount of balls you have to name your band the Cherry Poppin' Daddies.
and then for it to come out when we were kids, like I as a young girl was listening to them. It's
Yeah.
just, oh
I
man,
had no idea. I remember one time I was 15.
retrospect.
Probably like 14 or 15, and I'm riding with my mom and we're listening. I probably told this before, but like China Grove comes on and she's like, who sings this? And I was like, oh, I was like, and then I said no, and she told me, she goes, the Doobie Brothers, and I started laughing, and she's like, what's so funny? I'm like, Doobie Brothers, like smoking weed, and she was just like, I never knew that. I never. I was like, what do you think they're both? It's Michael McDonald. They're not named Doobie. Like, why would you think? It's not like Van Halen, where two of the people's last name. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my God! It should be the Doobie Brothers and the Syringe Sisters.
Syringe Sisters.
They're just on stage, just like waving back and
They're
forth.
just leaning. Yeah, they're just leaning. Give it up for the Syringe Sisters. They're like, we're here. Just leaning over.
The next band's gonna be the Cherry Poppin' Daddies.
That was, oh, what did I say yesterday? Oh, I said, is this what heroin feels like when I made it into the basket at disc golf?
Oh, you made a
Yeah.
shot. Nice.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like, it was the best thing I've ever done in my life, I think.
Dude, yeah,
Yeah.
when you hit like a far shot, it always feels good.
Yeah, I was like, is this what heroin feels like? Because this feels great.
You get those rushes, dude.
Yeah. Then she fell asleep in the wood for 9 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually went and played. Disc golf yesterday. I think we got to 9 holes before it got too dark.
You guys did 10, I did 9.
Okay, yeah, because there was one. there was one hole that there was like a canal in the what do you call it? That you throw into the goal. I mean, do you
The
throw it into a
range?
goal?
The basket, the hole.
Basket. Yeah. The basket was like right next to like a little canal, so it was just like it's gonna go in there, and
Run
there
it.
was a
If you run it,
tree in
it's
the
gonna
way.
go in. You got to
Yeah.
lay up.
yeah. So no, but like Amanda played this time. She used the putter the whole time, and apparently, as long as you don't watch Amanda, she can play really good.
She's not good with an audience, huh?
Yeah, no.
I would like-
if you look at her do it, she's just like, eh.
They were like, here's how you throw, and like, here's how you practice and like aim and stuff. And I would throw it, and it would go straight, but like not far. And then I was like, I'm not going to think about it anymore. And then Matt stopped watching me, and it was going so much further.
Yeah.
I
Well,
was
what do they
like,
say?
"Oh."
You got to pull it across the tits and then slap the little person. That's what they say. They don't say little person. though.
What?
They,
Who
they
says
use a
that? Who the
different.
fuck
They
said
use a
that?
different. They use a different word for little person. But yes, that's.
That would have been a much better way to learn than what I learned
You reach
yesterday.
back. Yeah, you pull across the tits.
Then you
and
reach back
slap.
and the why I oughta
Yeah.
smack it.
You reach back and whack out right across the. Because that's how you throw it straight.
Yeah, I actually did really good yesterday, Davey. I was like shooting par like pretty consistently. I wasn't like
Hell yeah,
like,
dude. I'm glad
honking it
I
into the
got into it.
trees and
dude. The
shit.
disc golf is contagious, dude. People don't
It
understand.
is.
It
and
really
I got
took
to play with
off.
Sharky. I had
Hell
another
yeah, dude.
Sharky.
You got
Sorry to
another
interrupt.
No, you're fine. You got another Sharky?
Yeah, it was so you have the white Sharky, right?
Not anymore. I told you I lost it.
You're that bitch in the ring.
I had lost it at Coachman.
He did it on purpose.
No, I didn't. I actually
This
threw
stinks
it.
like Maddie.
Well, the thing is, like, I'm getting better at throwing farther. So when I threw it, it actually like it's kind of like stable or understable. So when I threw it, it actually turned over and went to the right, which is what it's supposed to do. But I didn't expect it to do that.
Yeah.
Because some
didn't.
discs, if they're understable, when you throw a backhand, if you throw it at the correct speed, it'll actually turn over and go to the right.
I like how you said speed in quotations as if like
Well, I mean,
as if like speed is like imaginary.
well, I mean, yeah, they all have numbers on them. So the higher the number speed, that means you have to throw it harder to make it do what it's supposed to do, to make the
Yeah.
other numbers on it do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's all. So,
Right.
but what happens is most people don't throw fast enough So everything as a right-handed backhand person, everything's going to finish to the left because eventually that's the spin you put on it. It's just going to go to the
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, I finished to the left too.
Yep. Cherry popping daddy. Finish to the left on that poop shoot riot.
Riot.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
no, I
great.
had-
What if that was
what?
the song? Now they're taking your fucking virginity and your ass virginity.
Yeah, and they're
going
like
up the poop shoot. They're
popping it.
causing a riot.
Like, yeah, that like popping a cherry, like to pop something is like that's a violent thing to do. Is popping something because that's like, it's like you're making like a mini explosion.
Yeah.
So like either they're exploding your vajay or your poop shoot, and then you don't like it or you love it and it makes you riot.
Well, I mean, and when you put it in that terms, it's almost like they're raping.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, how many virgins do they encounter on a date? Like Amanda was saying, on like a daily or weekly or monthly basis, where they're like,
Daily.
oh,
Jesus
here they
Christ,
come.
Matt. What are they fucking daily?
I mean, for the cherry popping daddies, you think they're not
Yeah.
popping them daily?
Oh my God, that's just horrible, dude. How the hell did they get away with that, man? The 90s was wild. I think it's just the 90s, dude. Think about all the movies that came out in the 90s, like Pulp Fiction and like crazy ass, like just
Austin Powers.
Yeah, just insane, dude.
Oh,
Fat Bastard. You know what I mean?
We were watching Rocco's Modern Life last night.
Oh
the
yeah,
cartoons, dude. Ren and Stimpy. Like, what are we doing?
Yes, that's what I was saying. How did our parents think that was fine?
There are so many sexual innuendos in Rocco's Modern Life. It like it didn't bother me because I thought it was hilarious, but I was like, holy shit! Like how many references there are? Like, so Rocco was getting an eye exam, and the doctor grabs him by the eyeballs and goes, "Now cough." I was like, oh my god.
Well, see, a kid's not going to understand that though.
Right.
No.
So I think a lot of that stuff they put in there for the parent, because like, that the kids are watching cartoons. So, they'll put in that, like, you laugh and then, the parents laugh for a different reason. My favorite example is in Shrek, when the gingerbread cookie, his leg's broken and he yells, eat me, and spits in his face.
Yeah.
Kids are laughing because, oh, he's a cookie. He's saying eat him. But parents are laughing because, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's good writing, really, when you think about it.
So
it's not like spoon fed to you,
What you're saying is the gingerbread man is being a brat and spitting on his dom and telling him to eat him like a little bratty gingy.
All right. Well, I didn't even think about the whole. I didn't even think about that whole kink or whatever, that fetish. So now you just opened the window to that whole fucking idea. I was just saying the parents are like, yeah, eat me, like, you piece of shit.
There
you know
is
what I mean?
a TikTok audio of that scene going on, and it's in Kink Talk, which is all over my feed. So it's so funny that you have no idea that was.
I had no idea. Not my gumdrop buttons.
Oh God, that's
so funny.
Gumdrop buttons.
Well, see, like it made me appreciate Disney movies, how they always put sex, like how now it's known for Disney to put like sex stuff in there.
Yeah.
Because
they always kill the moms.
Yeah.
Or the parents.
Well, yeah, but I was just thinking how funny it is that, like, it's like you said, it's for the adults, it's for the parents to notice, because the little kid, it's not going to register with them. And because it's kind of like, well, we know little kids, they find that one movie and then they just watch it like ad nauseum.
Yeah.
And so you have to entertain the parents too somehow with like those little things. I was like, oh yeah, so if I had to draw like thousands of bubbles a day in the Little Mermaid or something like that, yeah, I'm gonna put a dick somewhere.
For sure. Yeah. They just
like, all right, cover, yeah. Find the dick, and then be like, oh, that was on accident, but I totally meant to draw that dick.
It's just, yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, about yeah, like with the Rocco, like he has his eyeballs in his hands and he says cough, and the kids are laughing because that's ridiculous. Why would he cough holding his eyes? And then parents are like, oh, yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
Like kids are laughing the ridiculousness that he's asking them to cough while holding his eyeballs when adults are
Yeah.
like, oh, that's his testicles. And then there's
Yeah.
the subtleness. Yeah.
Uh,
It's crazy.
okay. So last night I had a bunch of drinks and I still feel like I'm recovering from it. And
Ain't no
I
spring
can,
chicken.
yeah, I can, yeah, I was like, I'm 36 now. Yeah, but I'm kind of happy because I think if I drank that much and I didn't feel like a little bit shitty, that would mean that like I've been drinking too much and my body's getting used to it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because I heard that you had stopped drinking. I was like, did Davey have like the rock bottom? Is there what's the story?
No. I
Is it
talk about
health?
it on stage, but I make up I make up what they call like a sobering experience, you know. You had a sobering rock bottom. I didn't. No, I
No.
just decided to quit drinking because one, I spend a lot of money when I go out, and two, it was like I was like, I don't drink that much, only when I go out. And then Katie was like, well, you go out like every night, and I'm like, yeah, you're not lying. And
That's true, yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I was like, I'm drinking every night. Like, why am I doing this? So, and what happens like when I'll go to like Side Splitters Mike mainly, because I already worked there, I'm not like I don't feel pressure to like audition because you know they already know I'm funny, whatever. So I would just get wasted. Not no,
Yeah.
I wouldn't get wasted, but I would get really buzzed and then go on stage and have this new bit I wanted to work, but I couldn't fucking remember it. I'm missing beats. I just looked I just thought about it. I'm like, as from an audience's perspective, they're like, this guy's fucking drunk. He's slurring his words. He
Yeah.
doesn't know what he's talking about. He's stammering over shit. So it's just like I look like a fucking amateur. And I'm like, and if I do work here, that doesn't look good when they're like, oh, the guy that fucking gets drunk and fucking can't say words properly, that fat fuck, he gets to host it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I just decided that I'll be more present in the room and then not, you know, whatever if I'm sober. So
Yeah. I mean, I definitely used it for anxiety because there was like a sweet spot of like not giving a fuck that I felt like I would get when I drank enough. But if you listen to like a sober set versus like, you know, 3 or 4 drinks in or more,
mhm.
there's a huge difference between just like how you're talking, how fast you're talking. Like there was like several times where I was like, man, I did really good. And I had like 3 or 4 drinks. And then I listened to the audio and I was like, whoa, that doesn't sound the way
That you remembered it.
I,
Yeah,
I like I heard it in
for
my
sure.
head when I was yeah.
For sure, dude. And then Jeff told me, you know, the bartender there, he was like, dude, he's like, I've seen you go up there and like be, you know, it's insanely funny though when you're kind of like, you know, drinking and loose and all this. And I was like, yeah, I know. I said it can happen, but I said there's just more room for error from doing
Yeah.
that. So, I mean, what I'll do is, you know, to support, I'll like buy drinks for other people, so that way, you know, I feel like I'm at least contributing. You know what I mean?
Contributing. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll feel bad if I'm not. Because you know, I used to drink a lot there, and
Yeah.
pretty good tipper,
Right.
I
Davey was
guess.
keeping
So
the main room afloat.
I wouldn't go that far.
Paying people's mortgages.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's why they could hire new kitchen staff. Well,
Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those. And then, oh, when I went to Snapper, I hosted at Snappers for and JJ was featuring. The first show Friday was the best show, and
yeah.
I had ordered a drink, and they didn't bring it in time before my set. So then I went up sober and just fucking destroyed. And then I was like, hell
Woo.
yeah. And then JJ was like, yeah, dude, you noticed that that's what happened. Like, you went up sober. And I was like, but I had one drink. It's not like I was drunk.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just so I don't know if it's a placebo or a mental thing or just
Yeah.
psych myself into it. But I'd rather just not drink now and go. And I always like I don't like to eat before going up either. I've never
Yeah.
done
No,
that.
I can't either.
My body's like trying to break down this food and also trying to think on the fly. Doesn't happen.
I can't think and process.
Yeah, my
at
body's
the
so
same time.
fat now it can't do
I
two
can't
things.
do
It
the
can't
two things at
multitask.
once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's diverting all the blood from your extremities and your head to your to your belly
Yeah, we
to
got to
get
break
through.
down this fucking double quarter pound of this fat piece of shit just shoved down his throat.
Well, like, but like with me and drinking is that like if I like just having one drink, like anytime I have a substance, I was like, that substance is for me to like like if it's coffee to wake up, if it's beers to get drunk, and so like, what am I gonna do? Just have one? That's stupid. That's just
Yeah.
like that's a waste of like $4 or $5. I was like, I gotta have like like I have to feel it, and then once I feel good, then I'm like, well, if I just keep going, it's gonna be even better.
Yeah, true.
That's how I feel with
But I
coffee.
like that you gotta have a substance, man. That makes sense. Like you gotta have your coffee in the morning to wake up. You gotta have your protein shake to rebuild your muscles after you pop all them cherries. Then
yeah, if you fight off pipe it and Pete or whatever, Peter Piper.
oh, yeah.
Peter Piper.
Yeah, because like it's like that's usually how I treat substances. I'm like, all right, what's the point of this thing? So I'm going to I'm going to use that substance until I get an effect out of it.
That's
But
smart.
that's why yeah, well, that's why I now have a binge drinking problem. Like I don't have that alcoholism where I just like keep drinking heavily every day
Yeah.
that some people do, but it's just that like when I drink and it's time to celebrate, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go
Yeah,
nine deep.
Yeah, that's the thing. You just like you just cut loose too much, which I've done before. I mean, we've all been there.
Yeah.
So yeah, and this past Sunday, like I went up first. Did I talk about this last week? No,
think
because
so.
we did the pot. Yeah.
Mhm.
So there's this guy. His name was this is at Side Splitter. So like his name was Big Dick Nick. That's was his stage name.
Jesus.
Yeah, it is. Maddie, you fucking it was you. I hated them all. All right. It was all you fucking frat bros and all that, all the cherry popping daddies in real life. They were
Yeah.
not the band, but these fucking frat guy, just dude bros, just all like, oh, it's his first time going up. Went to like fucking Plant High Schools, like some rich fucking kid, just has a
Oh
lot of
God.
money and just sloppy
Oh, this
drunk.
was for open mic?
Yeah, it was his first time
Oh,
doing it.
okay.
He brought like fucking 60 people out. So they had to move it from the bar into like 50 into the main room. So
Still 50 people.
For this one guy?
yeah. And
Big Dick
there
Nick.
I was like, this is gonna be rowdy. Yeah, Big Dick Nick, that was his name. He had like a mustache and it was just like he had
Ew.
a fucking button-up shirt. He had a beer belly, of course, but the button-up shirt was like only buttoned halfway up, so the taco meat's just hanging out. You know what I mean?
He was indecent.
Dude, he looked like, just straight Don Johnson in the 80s. Just look going, dude, like Miami Vice
How old
style.
was he?
I don't know,
I
probably
was
like
gonna ask.
25.
No way.
Yeah.
He was that sloppy
What?
already.
Yeah.
Wow.
But he's probably had a fucking coke problem since he was 13.
Yeah. So
You
he's
know what
Tim
I mean? He's
Dillon.
some rich kid. Like, so like some of the younger comics knew him because they all went to like the same high school, or like they're from the same area. They're all rich people. They're all white kids that hang out at the country club together. You know what I mean? They know each other.
Yeah.
So anyway, so there's all these kids. I'm going first. Bob Holden's hosting. You know Bob?
Nah,
Yeah.
I just know his
Random.
name, but nah.
Yeah, he's like a young, clean cut guy and all this stuff. You know what I mean? He's from Maryland, nice guy, sweet kid. But during his set, like towards the end, I'm first, and my mom is there, by the way. So, and the last time my mom saw me, it was on July 4th at the Improv, and there was 5 people in the audience. Her and her boyfriend were 2 of them.
Yeah.
Bombed horribly. And I had new shit I wanted to work on. So I'm like, well, I'm
Yeah.
going first in the main room. Mom's here. I'm not doing no new shit. So
Yeah.
I did pepper in some stuff. But so Bob's going, and the end of his set, he calls himself white trash.
Oh
And
no.
I was like, this motherfucker, like, because he's so clean cut, you know what I mean? And I'm going first. So
Yeah.
I had what I was gonna, because I do that white trash fat bit, I was
Yeah.
gonna go up there and be like, I'm white trash, but I'm sure you guys sniff that out. Like, because
Yeah.
they're like rich kids. So I was like, that's gonna be my line. I'm like, this might work. We'll see. The comics will like it. But then Bob said the white trash thing, and I was like, fuck. So I was like, all right, as I'm walking to the stage, it just hits me being sober. I don't know if this has anything to do with it. But I go up there and I'm like, Bob Holden, give it up for that good looking, clean guy. Dude, if you're fucking white trash, I'm a white landfill. Fucking place erupted. So I was like, all right. Tables were flipped, panties were thrown at the stage. It was insane.
Riot.
No, I'm kidding. No.
Jerry, yeah. a full poop shoot
Yeah,
riot.
it was a full poop shoot riot. And comedy
Danny,
club.
you called the poop shoot riot.
So proud of you.
There was scat thrown everywhere. Dude. It was insane. With scat daddies and fucking cherry popping daddies and
Yeah.
needle
It's like-
moms, or what'd you say? The syringe sisters.
Yeah.
Syringe sisters.
They were in the back
Dude,
guffawing.
that's awesome.
No, it was
Yeah,
fun.
that's
So I don't know if that has something to do with the sober. That's what made me think of that was the sober stuff. And I got to perform in
I
front of
think
mom.
so.
And I actually had a good set. You know what I mean? It was fun.
Well, I think also that you've been doing comedy long enough that you can think of something up on the fly, and it could be good. It's weird how like you come up with you come up with dog shit. You work on dog shit for a week, and then it's still dog shit. But then like you do it long enough, like you can make those connections where it's like, well, this guy's he calls himself white trash, and and you're like like you said, like on that one level, and then you're like, well, then the level of garbage. What else is garbage? Well, where do you put it? Landfill. Like,
Yeah.
your
And I'm
brain
fat,
is better
so it
making
just,
that
it
connection.
worked.
Yeah.
Bob was like real skinny, clean cut, good looking guy. Like, so I was
Yeah.
like, clean shaven. I'm like, what are you talking about? White
Yeah,
trash.
fucking King
Yeah.
Trash Mountain.
Dude, I'm like, you
Davey.
look like all of these kids, like in the audience. Like you're one of them. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. He's like, well, compared to these kids.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember how he used it, but he just said that. And I was like, oh, yeah. All right. I got my opener now. As I'm walking to the stage, I just,
Yeah.
So it was fun. And I had a good set. Mom saw me do good. She was happy. She watched everybody.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
Well-
She watched a few. And then she's like, where are you at? I'm like, I can't be in there for half these people. She stayed in there. And I was like, she's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I was like, some of them are just, ooh. So,
Yeah. Where are you going, Dave? Smoke.
yeah.
Davey gives him the smoke, then he goes the smoke. You got to replenish the smoke.
That's
Like,
right.
you
Dude. You gotta
can't-
re-up it.
You can't just go in there without any smoke reserves. Like you just have, it's like being in COD. Like you don't just go into a gun battle, empty your clip, and then not reload.
Yeah.
Like more people are coming. You need that smoke.
Is
Dave.
it?
More
This is like
cherries need to
the
be popped.
elves all over again.
What?
The elves.
Yeah, this is like the Christmas elves all over again.
Oh, where y'all don't get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, don't even bring that shit up. I forgot all about that, dude.
Okay, so all right. So
What else? What else you guys
Davey, I
got?
thought of another thing. It was like Santa Claus can't
No,
go
no.
work in the
No. Let's just move on. Let's just,
Damn it. Okay, fine.
not
But
all
you're
right,
right though,
so-
Matt. I mean, on that vein, you'll have shit it's shit and doesn't work for a long time. But then
and you
eventually
just
you might make the
try and
connection. You
try.
might. No,
Yeah.
there's stuff that I have that it took me like almost a year to figure out how to make it work. And sometimes it's just adding a fucking word.
Yeah.
Like Ricky
Like-
Ricky was
That's
like,
why
dude,
I love watching you guys.
Ricky was like, he's like, you need something in that right there. And all I did was add the word especially. And because I added especially, the joke hits so much harder now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Just that one thing. And I was like, fuck, dude, why didn't think it? Why couldn't I think of that? Sometimes too close to it, as they say,
Yeah. So I was watching this TikTok, and it just got me thinking on something. So this girl shows a picture of this guy that has this like those like those ruggedly handsome men with like the chiseled jaw with like the butt right here, but it's like it's like
He
that
looks
square
like-
jaw look.
He
Yeah,
looks like
there's so few of us
Gaston
out there left,
from-
but yes,
Yeah.
I do know what you're talking about, Matt. No,
Yeah. Yes, that look. Well, like this guy, it was that, but it looked like somebody, like it was like a caricature, just like overly accentuated, like
Yeah.
that chin.
well, like Max Headroom kind of style.
Yeah, kind of like that. But he was still a handsome guy, but it was just kind of like he doesn't look real. Where like they extended
Oh,
what
yeah.
normal looks like just enough to where he looks fake, but he's actually a real dude. I think he's a bodybuilder.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. If I think there's that dude, fuck, I don't know his name, but it's like basically like the guy from the Date Rape song by Sublime, right? Like that's
Sure.
like,
maybe.
have you ever seen the music video? There's the guy in the music video. It's almost cartoonish. Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think I know what you're talking about, but yeah.
His head's
Sure.
almost too big for his body too. It has that look to it,
Yeah.
but it's squared
So-
off like the jaw, and it's got the butt chin,
Yeah. Right.
blonde hair, blue eyes, all that shit.
Right. So
Ken doll.
he's almost like it was like almost too handsome, or just like I was like too manly or something like that. But it just made me wonder. I was like, so that like that guy's an adult, and I was just wondering like at what point does that start developing like in a little kid? Like what would that like what would that guy look like as a little like a little kid? Like
Like
does he still have that like huge fucking like man chin on?
he's like a 9-year-old with a butt chin and like fucking sandy blonde hair and a squared off jaw, but he's like 60 pounds.
Yeah.
But his head's
Yeah,
like 30 of it. You know what I mean? It's just like fucking massive, dude.
Yeah.
Like a
I
grape
was
on
like,
a toothpick. Just ridiculous.
yeah, I was like, are there just this like little handsome babies walking around? It's just like wham.
Yeah.
It's like mother, I've chopped enough wood to last us the winter.
Yeah. They have to like they're so fancy, like they drink fucking, juicy their juice box. They have to put it in a glass, you know what I mean? Like swirl it around,
Yeah.
sip
I
on it,
poured-
just
yeah.
a little orange slice in there. Like, what is that? A Manhattan? Like, what is that? Fucking
Mother, I poured you.
or not a Manhattan, old fashioned. Like, what are you drinking over there, little man?
Mother, I poured you your favorite rosé in your finest crystal decanter. You're like, wow, thank you, handsome baby.
Handsome baby. Yeah, he's like smoking like candy cigarettes. Just
We need to find him on TikTok now and ask for baby pictures.
Yeah.
Like, that's my new goal in life.
he's got like
Yeah,
custom
like-
made. He's got like tailored fucking Oshkosh B'gosh jeans or some shit. You go to the tailor and get that to add an inch every month because he keeps
He's got,
growing
like-
and just keep adding.
He's got like wingtip shoes already.
Yeah.
He's got a pocket watch like on a fucking chain.
Yes.
A little vest on and shit.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
He's already working
it's-
on his own motorcycle.
Yeah. Just,
He's out there with the hot what? Not
wow,
hot
good
wheel, what do they
job,
call it?
manly baby.
He's out there on the
Just
power
like-
wheels. He's got like a little Harley or some shit.
He's like, hey Stacy, I took the catalytic converter off your big wheel. It's got a little bit more zip.
Yeah, he's not. See, the thing here with these Barbie Jeeps are, let me tell you, he starts like pops the hood. And it's like work on it. He's like leaning on it and shit.
Oh my, yeah, he just
Like
comes
so-
out from underneath your car, and his hands are all fucking dirty and greasy.
He's like, I didn't have a rag. I just took my shirt off and used.
I know, he has like a fucking six pack.
Yeah.
A baby six.
That's ridiculous, dude. Well, there was that kid that was like a power lifter at like fucking age 8 or 9.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and he
yeah,
was like
Little Hercules.
shredded, dude. Yeah, that's his name, Little
Yeah.
Hercules, dude.
Yeah, he had like 30% more like myosin or something like that. It was something that helps like build muscle tissue or something
More
like
than
that.
any other kid at his age or
Yeah.
something. Oh, okay.
Yeah, or just like a normal human being. So it was just like he could build muscle, and like it's not like he got like huge, but it was just like the density of it.
No, but I mean, to be that cut at like fucking age 8 is
Yeah,
insanity.
no.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
dude?
Right. Yeah, because he had like 30% more than like a regular like adult or something. And I was trying to think of there was something else where like they found another super baby like that where they had like him and then like another little kid, and like the like super baby was like doing splits and like one-handed push-ups, and the other kid was like falling down.
He's just like showing off. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was like
He has
Captain
like 100
America.
pull-ups at fucking recess on the jungle gym. Just hangs
Yeah.
out there. What's up, ladies? Come here often,
Yeah, but except he's doing it sideways.
Yeah, it's like a flag.
Yeah.
It's like, check out this core. He's like doing dips and all this stuff. Like, what do you? They're like, we don't care. Like, you just think that
Yeah.
that's cool. Like, that's this. I'm like, already this kid's got daddy issues.
Yeah, he already is a daddy.
A
Yeah,
cherry
he's
pop in
causing
there,
the
dude.
girls in his class to have daddy issues.
He just walks in. He actually literally pops cherries. He just goes in there and starts smashing them at lunch.
He's the original cherry papa
Yeah.
Johnny.
He took it literal.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
my headphone just died.
Oh shit.
All right. Well, we're
Uh-oh.
at like 50 minutes anyway, so let's go ahead and wrap it up there. Put a little
Yeah.
bow on it.
Well,
And
I have to do a write-up for quadrant assessment on Monday, so I have 30 minutes to scan someone's pancreas, liver, kidneys, gallbladder, and their common bile duct. So it should be, y'all come out to Valencia College.
that's
It's
right.
gonna
Come
be a
out
whole
there.
show.
Matt, unlike Amanda's discus, Matt needs an audience to do good on a test. Needs people to watch him.
Yeah. So if
Mhm.
anybody, Davey, for sure, when I get these discs, we're going.
Okay.
And then if anybody else wants to go,
Yeah, there's a couple of
embracing
comics I
this.
know. Yeah, that want to go. It's fun. The weather's nice now. You can walk outside and get nature.
That's what I
yeah.
thought. Like this is the best time to start is when it's starting to get cool.
Exactly, because it gets
Yeah.
fucking hot in the summer. I have to go really early in the morning at like 9.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
And
I'm not gonna make
I
it.
don't do mornings, so
Yep.
All right. Quick shows. Tomorrow, this Thursday, the 21st, I'll be at 8-Bit in St. Pete at the Vortex
Nice.
Game Lounge. Come out. September 29th or October 29th and 30th, I'm gonna be at Snappers hosting for Johnny B and Kevin Farley.
Hell yeah.
Dude, Chris Farley was one of the guys that I, saw as a kid, and I was like, oh, big guys can actually be funny and make he didn't do stand up, but he was in movies, which is even crazier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. And then that's all I got for right now. So
Nice. Hell yeah. Well,
like,
check us
rate,
out.
subscribe, follow, all that stuff. Yep.
We'll be seeing you.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
bye.